And none of them asked Merrick Garland over the last 4 years one word about Jeffrey Epstein.
How many Democrats?
How ironic is that? You know why? Because Donald Trump, the Dow right now is over. The Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. Americans' 401ks and retirement savings are booming. That's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about making a...
That's what we should be talking about. What's up, YouTube? Drill Sergeant here with yet another video talking about the debacle of these white supremacist pedophile protectors, the main one being Pam Bondi today. And what she went on with today was ridiculous, but there is a saving grace. It's called a black woman queen named Jasmine Crockett. And I'm showing you this video specifically because I've been saying this for a while now. Stop acting like they're gonna answer questions. Stop acting like there's something they're gonna say that's gonna make the light bulb go off. Stop acting like they're your colleague. Like they just want a different type of financial plan. They're looking for a different economic outcome. They're looking for white supremacy and Nazism. They're looking to protect pedophiles, enrich themselves, and destroy everything that doesn't bow to them because they're addicted to supremacy. They're stupid. They're DEI hires. They're DEI school children. They wouldn't have graduated without daddy. They don't care about you. They don't care about the country. They don't care about themselves. They genuflect, which means kneel down, to an orange pile of almost dead skin cells attached to a pee bag that we call a president. Stop talking to them like they're decent or like there's just something you need to figure out. Treat them like Jasmine does. Go ahead, Queen.
Mr. Chairman, and to be clear, I'm not going to ask any questions of this witness because this witness has revealed that she has no intentions of answering questions. But instead, I'm going to ask some very basic questions really quickly of my colleague, Becca Ballant, if she will answer right or wrong. Your children. Right or wrong, killing random citizens.
Definitely wrong.
Right or wrong, enriching yourself as the sitting president of the United States.
Definitely wrong.
Okay, thank you, because I probably never would have got that with our witness. Our witness who somehow is a lawyer but does not understand how it works with witnesses. I'm not really sure what law school she went to and what all kind of cases she tried, but typically when you come into a space and somebody's a witness, then they sit there and they answer questions instead of asking questions. And then we also have this objection that we use as lawyers called non-responsive when a witness fails to actually answer the question. But nevertheless, let me address the survivors because that's exactly who they are. They are not victims, they are survivors. Let me say thank you for having more courage and moral clarity in your pinky fingers than the entire Department of Justice. We are currently the laughing stock of the world, partially because of the failed leadership within the DOJ as we see kings and queens falling everywhere around the world. But we don't know the basics of right and wrong in this country because it's not about partisanship. And that's why I applaud Thomas Massie, because he's the only person on the Republican side that has a backbone and knows how to stand up to corruption. But nevertheless, let me keep going. My Democratic colleagues have been attacked this entire committee hearing. They have been lied on. And frankly, the American people weren't looking for that. They were looking for answers about the corruption that they see coming from this administration. In the written testimony of this witness, of this particular witness, she stated that when she took office, she had two main goals. The first was to end the weaponization of justice, and second, to return the department to its core mission. Not only have you lied about both, you've intentionally done the exact opposite. You're spending more taxpayer resources arresting journalists than you are prosecuting pedophiles and creeps. In fact, you're...
And every time, I'm gonna keep going. This is the long version. But every time that they ask her about why have you continued to protect these people, the answer is, you didn't ask the other guy about this. Shut up. That's not an answer. You entitled broad. It's not an answer. You think you're entitled to something that you're not. You've not earned it. You've not proven anything. We've seen the files, and you have yet to prosecute, go after, indict, ask questions of anyone in those files. But come out here with rage in your eyes and fear in your heart. We see it. It's an act. Just like your God King, who knows he's a failure. You're a failure, Pam. You've done nothing. You're gross. And you would sell your daughter to the God King if he told you to. As a matter of fact, he wouldn't even have to ask. You shit stain. Yeah, I tried to get back to Jasmine, but it stopped the whole video. So fine, that's part one. This is the second one. Jasmine, cook a little bit for me. Cook a little bit for me. If you missed what I said about that nasty cockroach Pam Bondi, just go to the last one.
You're spending more taxpayer resources arresting journalists than you are prosecuting and creeps. In fact, your boss, the President of the United States, stated that this administration, quote, took the freedom of speech away. And at your direction, DOJ has arrested Don Lemon and Georgia Fort. And I might add that y'all actually had a judge that rejected y'all for trying to arrest Don Lemon before, just like the grand jury rejected y'all as it relates to Senator Kelly, just like a grand jury rejected y'all as it relates to Senator Slotkin, just like the case against Tish James was dismissed and the case against Mr. Comey was dismissed. I completely don't get how it is that you're sitting at the top of DOJ because you don't seem to be good at your job.
That's how you talk to them. Stop waiting for an answer. Stop finding out about your colleague across the aisle. Stop asking what are they doing or if they know that the tariffs are this or that. Stop asking them, what do you think about the person who shot the person 10 times in the back? They don't care. Treat them like I do the same chumps in my comment section. I laugh at them. I talk about their mothers. I talk about their little teeny weeny peewees. And if they have any questions, I'll just ask them, know what, to clear it up, go get your wife and tell her whose dick she thinks is bigger when she watches me. Shut the fuck up. That's how you speak to them. We're not about any more decorum. Stop asking her questions. Her job is to waste your time. So you go in. Show 'em again, Queen.
You're spending more taxpayer resources arresting these journalists. In fact, we know after...
Oh, and they're incompetent. That's what she just said. Pam Bondi. Incompetent, stupid, entitled broad. She couldn't lawyer herself out of a paper bag. Who knows how many things she's done to get where she is, but none of it has been good. And if you don't like when I say that, well, prove me wrong. Tell me what she says, does, acts like, that says anything different other than she worships a fucking fat orange pig who is a pedophile and hates women. Sure looks like it to me.
Georgia Fort and Don Lemon were arrested, we know that there were homes of journalists that were raided. We know that threatened prosecution against students protesting your actions and forced tech companies to remove apps used to track ISIS activities. But let's circle back to you protecting and creeps.
Let's do that.
Because I want to talk about the president and his possible involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I don't know what the president might have done with Jeffrey Epstein, but unlike this administration, I believe that facts matter. So let's talk about the facts. Fact number one, Donald Trump is one of the most named people in the Epstein files. At least 5,000 files contains more than 38,000 references to Trump.
No. We're no longer calling it the Epstein files. This is the Trump files, where Epstein shows up every once in a while. That's what we're doing here while they make excuses. No. I'm not arguing with you in the comment section. I'm telling you, you are stupid. You're a knuckle dragger. You're incompetent. And you vote for incompetent people. That's all.
Trump, his wife, or Mar-a-Lago. Fact number 2, Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell made young girls available to Trump on multiple occasions. For example, according to this file, Ghislaine Maxwell presented a young girl to President Trump who spent more than 20 minutes apparently flirting with her. Here's another example. This shows notes from FBI investigators that describe Jeffrey Epstein transporting a victim to Mar-a-Lago to meet with President Trump, where he bragged to Trump that, quote, "This is a good one." Now, I'm not saying that the president is a pedophile, but there is a lot of evidence in these files that suggests that he's very close friends with a lot of men who are pedophiles. So what's crazy about all of this is just that this is a big cover-up. And this administration is engaged in it. In fact, this administration is complicit. But there are numerous others.
That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. Whatever you say in the comment section. Matter of fact, it's not about that. It is for me. I love it. I'm going to roast you. But more importantly, for the resistance out there, this is the energy. We're far past changing hearts and minds. There are people who seem to be good at that or think they are. Let them do it. Our response is, you are a Nazi. Every chance I get to destroy you and stomp on your neck, I will do so. Every chance I get to disregard your existence in the furtherance and the betterment of my country, I will do so. And my family, I will do so. I don't care about your economic plan, your tariffs, the Dow, S&P. Find someone who cares. You're complicit in child raping. And as far as I'm concerned, you did it yourself or you watched. I have nothing to argue about or ask you. There's nothing you can teach me about your degenerate state. Cook, Queen.
Like how the DOJ is attempting to obstruct justice in the investigation of the rogue agents who have murdered American citizens, or how the DOJ seized voter data from Fulton County in an attempt to steal the 2026 midterm elections, or how federal agents have Tom Homan on tape accepting a bribe and your agency killed the investigation, or how your agency is ready to give the president a $230 million payday, which is unconstitutional. The Constitution is clear. The president shall not receive any payment except his salary while in office. The fact of the matter is that you will be remembered as one of the worst attorney generals in history. An attorney general who has prioritized obstruction over justice, corruption over the law, fealty to the president over loyalty to the Constitution. And Mr. Chairman, I will yield.
Gentlelady yields. Gentleman from Missouri is recognized. Excuse me, gentleman from Kansas.
They're tongue-tied. They're tongue-tied after that. Because she went there, Pam Bondi, the ghost witch, went there in hopes to have people go back and forth, boost her status with the God King as she argued with them. She went there with that in mind. You take that away. Stop arguing with these people. Call them what they are. Knuckle-dragging, stupid, entitled, racist, supremacist. Idiots, failures, disgusting, dangerous. Let your feelings be known and get the fuck out of there. I don't need an explanation, and I'm not trying to prove anything to you. Ask your wife if you need proof of anything else. That's my answer to you, dumbass. Go ask your wife. She still smells like me. That's my answer. Fuck you. That's the answer. Give a damn dissertation for. Show the history of the country and the Constitution for you. A fucking crocodile. Ask yourself.
Hey, yeah, you. Before you click away to watch someone unbox a tactical toothbrush, let's talk about something real. Political Drain isn't just another content mill. We're a digital front in a very real war. Not with bullets, but with ideas, with action, and with solidarity. We pair urgent news with critical education. And we build community around actual resistance, not the hashtag kind. The kind that moves. But here's the thing. None of this is free. It isn't. Behind every video is time, labor, research, and some weird guy asking if we're gonna pay the hosting bill. And yeah, some of that money goes to things we can't necessarily say out loud. If you know, you know. Let's just say our special ops aren't Call of Duty LARPers. They're people making real moves to protect, uplift, and organize. You're not just funding a channel. You're funding a resistance network in a world where capital still calls the shots. Unfortunately, in a system built on artificial scarcity, even mutual aid has a price tag. And if we want to grow, if we want to win, we need your help. We need your help. So if you've got even a few bucks to spare, toss it our way. It's not for ads. It's not for merch drops, but for people making moves in the shadows so others can do it in the light. It's just us and you. So fund the mission, fund the fight, fund the future, because nobody's coming to save us. We save each other. That's how this works.